We have a lot to talk about this morning. We're going to start with the severe weather potential across the south central and the southeastern US. And we do have some strong storms currently moving across central and eastern Texas into southeastern Oklahoma as a result of this strengthening storm system here that is going to keep pushing eastward through the day today into the day tomorrow. Now, let's take a look at the setup quick. So, this region here highlighted in red all the way from Texas and Oklahoma to Georgia into northern Florida, that is the region where I believe that the best chance for some severe weather is possible. It's not going to be a huge severe weather outbreak, but I do believe that we have enough ingredients in place to get some severe weather with the strong 500 millibar flow aloft leading to strong deep layer wind shear. We're going to have a strong low level jet that's going to bring moisture from the Gulf northward. And we're going to have about 500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram of mixed layer CAPE, which is not a lot of CAPE, but it's enough to support that potential for some severe weather across the region, especially with a deepening trough that is going to be pushing eastward. You're going to have enough upward motion, enough forcing mechanism to get some of these storms initiated. And we're going to have a frontal boundary that's going to be pushing eastward, and that's going to result in some more forcing for some of these severe storms to form and push eastward across the region. And you cannot rule out the potential for some supercells and potentially even a few tornadoes across the region. I will time this out for you, but then I also want to discuss this region right in here, this region where I highlighted in blue for the potential for some light snow. I do tend to believe that I'll show you what the GFS and the Euro and the NAM3KM are showing. GFS, I think, is way overdoing it. GFS is bringing, and I'll show you in a second, but it's bringing about 3 to 6 inches across Harrisburg into Philadelphia, and then close to a foot of snow in central Jersey. I do not believe that's going to happen. I think a coating to 2 inches at best in this region of blue here, and I think that's even a stretch. We're not going to have a huge cold air supply in place ahead of this storm system. But let's take a look at what the models are showing quick. So here I'm going to time out the severe weather threat for you. This is for 1 p.m. this afternoon. You got some strong to severe thunderstorms moving across southeastern Oklahoma, portions of eastern Texas, moving into southern Arkansas, southern and central Arkansas. And then through this evening into the overnight, that's when the storms move into Louisiana, into southern Arkansas, and then pushing into Mississippi and then Alabama through the morning hours tomorrow, and then also into Georgia and then northern Florida through tomorrow afternoon and evening. And then look at this. Let's move our attention then to the northern side of this storm system. So I'm going to zoom into the northeast region. So this is for tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The rain starts to move into southwestern Pennsylvania, and then through the afternoon and evening hours, the NAM3KM is showing some rain overspreading southern Pennsylvania into southeastern PA. And then you see some light snow on the far northern edge of this storm system where the cold air is wrapping in on the back end of this system, bringing some light snow across central northern Jersey and possibly across portions of eastern and southern Pennsylvania into New York City and then possibly into far southern New England. Now, I want to show you what the snowfall totals are showing, and I think that the NAM3KM does this best. Look at this, coating to 2 inches for most, coating to an inch for most, really. It doesn't have, the NAM3KM tends to lean on the colder side. So the fact that the NAM3KM is showing a coating to an inch and showing less snow tells me that I don't believe that this is going to result in a few inches for us or for anyone at that matter. I think a coating to 2 inches at best for this region right here where I'm circling with my cursor into New York City, into Philadelphia, into Harrisburg, and even that I think is a stretch. I think that there is a chance that it's going to be more of a mix. I think it's going to be more of a mix. Now let's look at what the Euro is showing. Euro, I just want to show you what it looks like at the surface. Ignore the totals here that you're seeing. We're just going to look at what it shows at the surface here. So see, it starts as a period of rain here across central and southeastern PA, changes over to some mix for some, and then some light snow on the far northern edge. And then as the storm is wrapping up here, you get some light snow on the back end, get some light snow across central and northern Jersey into New York City and into southern New England. And you get a coating to 2 inches across this region right in here. And let's look at what the GFS is showing. GFS is drastically different. GFS thinks that it's going to be colder. It has a colder solution to it. So look at this. It starts as snow. It stays all snow. Few hour period of snow across southern and southeastern PA into central northern Jersey into New York City. GFS is an outlier though. GFS is definitely an outlier. And the only reason I'm showing you this is because I want to laugh about it. Look at what it's showing. 3 to 6 inches here across Harrisburg into Philadelphia, and then close to a foot of snow along the New Jersey coast. That's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous solution. I do not believe that that's going to happen. I'm throwing that out right now. The GFS can burn for all I care. I don't understand what the GFS is doing right now. I think it's a hiccup in the system, but I tend to believe the Euro AI, and the NAM 3KM in terms of snowfall amounts. And I do think that the Euro is overdoing it slightly, especially across eastern Pennsylvania and into central Jersey. I think that a coating to 2 inches is the most that anyone is going to see out of this storm system, because we're not going to have a lot of cold air in place. So this is showing a 10-to-1 snow ratio. You can practically cut these in half because it's going to be a wetter snow. It's going to be, temperatures at the surface are likely to be above or around freezing. So it's not going to be a fluffy snow. So there's going to be a lower liquid to snow ratio. So I really do think that we could cut these totals almost in half and maybe even see a 6-to-1 snow ratio. So I think the coating to an inch, possibly in some of the higher elevations and maybe under maybe one of the stronger snow bands, you might see up to 2 inches. But I think a coating to an inch or two is what is likely across this region right here. I will have a snowfall map posted later on this evening. And if anything changes, I will keep you guys updated. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe.